Okay. All right. So before I get started, John, is there anything that you need to say before I get started with the information?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, awesome. Welcome, everybody. As you guys know, we do this each week, Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And the goal of our mastermind sessions is to help our members obviously scale their business as fast as possible, utilizing proven strategies and techniques. Aside from us working with a lot of different credit repair agencies, we do have an extensive amount of experience in the sales and marketing arena. So we want to be able to impart that information, the wisdom and experience in hopes that it can shorten your learning curve and your growth curve when scaling your business. And so also part of what we do too each week is if we start seeing certain things, certain trends with certain, with accounts, maybe we see people are having challenges and struggles with certain key things, we want to address that. So that way you guys are empowered to really utilize our system to its full potential. And so today what we're going to talk about is something that we are going to be testing out. And if you're on here today, you have the opportunity to be part of this. It's up to you. As you guys know, we run different advertising campaigns. The primary objective of our advertising campaign is to generate leads. Those leads book appointments, and those appointments jump on a consultation call. The purpose of that consultation call is ultimately to close a sale. But in essence, in simple terms, that is what our advertising is. It's advertising that drives traffic from start, meaning the click, all the way through our funnel so we can get that sale. Now, how we market that, there's many different angles we could take. There's many different strategies we can implement with this marketing funnel that I'm talking about. And so one thing, let's see here, I see somebody already raising a hand. So one thing that we wanted to do, and this is born from about 2 years ago, we were running different lead gen campaigns for different niches. So we work with lawyers, we work in medical, we do accounting and taxes and business loans and lending. I mean, we've done lead gen for all types of industries, service-based industries. And one industry that we really, had a lot of success with was the fitness industry. And I'm only telling this because I want you to understand where it comes from. It's not just something we pulled out of a hat, oh, this is a good idea, let's just do it. It's actually something that we implemented many times, probably almost 100 different times with our fitness clients. And it is a concept that was utilized as a tool to really spark excitement in the marketplace, create an influx of business, which in turn would help our client, the business owner, exponentially increase their monthly recurring income. And I'm going to come back to that phrase in a second. So what in the fitness space, they call a challenge, like a fitness challenge, a 6-week challenge, a 10-week challenge, a 90-day challenge. We're going to implement a similar principle, but for the credit repair industry. Now, I know we've seen that there's some people doing a challenge already. This is going to be completely different than what all the other people we see doing it in terms of what they're doing versus what we're going to do. What we're going to do is utilize the principles that we know after doing this a bunch of times and implement it within a credit repair, format. And so I'm going to break down what it is. I'm going to break down why it works. I'm going to show you some forecasts and projections on how you can begin to look at this as a tool for your business. And then I'm going to break down in terms of what is required or what is needed in order to make it happen. Now, I do want to preface the conversation with, number one, you don't have to do this, right? You don't have to implement the things I'm sharing with you. What I'm going to talk about today, there's so much information I'm going to cover today. You can take some ideas, implement it on your own. You don't have to utilize or follow what we're going to be covering 100% if it's not something you're comfortable with, okay? So I want to preface the conversation with that. So that's number one. Number two, understanding what we do, like how we look at things as an agency, is everything is about the big picture, right? So we understand that in order to help scale a business, and that's what our agency is. We're not a marketing agency, guys. We're not an advertising agency. We're not a sales agency. We are an agency that focuses on scaling businesses through marketing and through sales and through different things that we have in place. So that is the goal. So whenever we look at a client or a business, a project we're working on, the one thing we always want to begin with is the end. We want to start with the end in mind. So if the goal is to make 100 grand or 200 grand or $1 million, like a client will come to us, say, hey, I want advertising. Okay, cool. What's your goal in 6 months? What's your goal in 1 year? What's your goal in 90 days? We've got to know what the expectation is, meaning where they want to end up. What does that destination look like? And then from there, we begin to reverse engineer how we can make it happen, right? So that is what I'm going to show you today is a tool that can be leveraged and utilized to help increase the speed at which you get to that desired destination. So let's get right into it. So the credit challenge. So what is the credit challenge? Well, the credit challenge is a special offer, okay? It's a promotion that we're going to be running in the market. And the purpose of this is promotion, really, the purpose of running a credit challenge is 4 goals. We have 4 reasons why you want to take notes. Goal number 1 is we want to increase monthly recurring revenue as fast as possible. So the goal, depending on what your price structure looks like, and this is why I said some of you guys, this is not going to be for you because you guys don't have a monthly recurring. Some of you guys do a flat fee, and that's fine. But for those people who are doing a flat fee or whatever, or I'm sorry, a monthly recurring, like $99 a month, $149 a month, whatever it is, our goal is to help you increase, right, the number of clients you have on monthly recurring revenue. So we talk about this all the time. Like, what is that goal, that monthly recurring revenue goal you need to have to be able to have your business paid for, and most importantly, that you're profitable, right? So that's goal number 1. Build up monthly recurring revenue as big as possible, okay, and as fast as possible. Goal number 2 is to help you increase lifetime value. This is very important. See, one thing we notice when we work with certain clients and businesses in general is they can get customers, right? They can sign customers up. But the reality is the hard part is keeping your customers. And so some of you guys might be thinking, hey, I got a bunch of customers signing up for their credit repair services, but maybe month 2, month 3, they drop off. And maybe they cancel prematurely. And so that is a flaw. That is a hole in the boat. See, one of the most important things we can do is increase lifetime value by extending the lifetime of a customer. What do I mean by that? Well, we know in credit repair, the average customer stays on a monthly membership 4.2 months. That is the average. And so in terms of advertising, and you have the cost that you have of delivering the service, all your costs that you have for your business, when you begin to think about your cost versus the amount of customers you acquire versus the amount of revenue generated from those customers, what is important that we realize is that if you have customers who sign on for that first month and then they cancel, you actually are potentially losing money on that customer. Although they paid you money, if you think about all the costs that go into acquiring that customer, you might in fact be losing money on the front end. And so unless you have a very good back-end operation, unless you have a strategy in place, not just to get customers, but keep customers, you're going to be missing out on the 60%. You see this as 60% and 20% of the most profitable customers. So when we say, well, what do you mean more profitable customers? Well, let's imagine your cost to acquire a customer might be $65 or $100 to get a customer. And you sign somebody up, and let's say your enrollment fee is, I don't know, $100 or $200, whatever it is. But then you have advertising costs, you have operational costs, employee costs, you got, time costs, all these different costs that go into getting that customer. In that first month, you're really not making much margin on that sale. But if that customer is with you for the second month and then the third month, now you begin to start becoming profitable. But then that customer cancels by month 4. Okay, so that means your total net really may have been $200 on that customer, or maybe $100 after it's all said and done. So the reality is we got to figure out how to extend the lifetime of a customer. And so instead of making the average be from 3 to 4 months, why not push it from 4 to 6 months? Because if we can get people to stick from 4 to 6 months, that's going to be positioning the customer for a better experience. It's going to help you obviously maximize profit. But then the other thing I want to share with you is it's going to allow you to separate yourself from all the other companies out there. Here's why. Because everyone's selling credit repair service. So if someone's buying a service, which is Fix My Credit, and let's say you happen to get the results by the second or third month, there's no reason for them to stay on the program. See, it's just like if I go to the gym. Now pay attention to this example. If I want to lose weight, I can go to the gym. So let's say my goal is to lose 10 pounds. I go to the gym for 2 months and I lose 10 pounds. Does that mean I should cancel my gym membership after the 2 months or 3 months because I hit my goal? Well, absolutely not. Because it's not just hit my goal of losing 10 pounds, but my goal is to maintain my health and fitness. So I'm going to continue to maintain my membership. So the credit challenge is not just about getting your credit score fixed or getting it improved. It's really to be part of a program that's holistic in nature, that's going to be empowering and educating to the prospect. And the program is 6 months, because it's not just getting credit fixed. Getting credit fixed is just the first milestone. What happens when someone gets their credit fixed? Well, guess what? They can get a loan. They can get approved for a car, approved for a mortgage, right? Who knows? Maybe they want to start their own credit business. Maybe they want to go into business. So there's a lot of things you can encompass within that 6-month conversation. And if you begin to look at this as a holistic program, okay, it's a 6-month program. You know, the first goal is get the credit fixed. The second goal is get you ready to loan ready for a mortgage. The third goal is to actually get you approved for a mortgage, whatever it is. So you've got to figure out how you can keep people in your program beyond just getting your credit fixed, because that's how you're going to add value to people and separate yourself from the other companies that are out there. Okay, goal number 3, maximize revenue per customer. Now, one of the most important principles in sales and in marketing is your best customer are your existing customers. Let me say that one more time. Your best customer are your existing customers, meaning the customers who've already trusted you, they've already spent money with you. If they've signed up for credit repair services, because they've already got past that initial barrier of I don't know you, I don't trust you, because you've already overcome that and got them to purchase with you, it makes it that much easier to cross-sell and upsell them other value products. So as an example, we have a lot of clients who do, you know, maybe they recommend mortgage brokers, or they have a real estate program where they can get into a home. We have a lot of credit repair clients that also have, for instance, a more aggressive, higher ticket credit repair package. Like we have clients who sell $1,000 or $1,500 packages. And so one thing we tell these clients is like, hey, some of the people, I would say about the majority of people you're going to talk to are not going to be able to afford $1,500 on the first conversation or even the first sell. So what you got to do is you got to sell them the small thing so you can eventually sell them the big thing. And so when you understand this credit challenge and what it's going to do, I'm going to paint the picture for you in a minute. It's going to give you an opportunity to sell more products and more services to your existing customers. Okay, so this is goal number 3, maximizing revenue per customer. Because if all you're doing is generating revenue at the first dimension, which is credit repair services, that's okay. But what would be better is if you recommended other services, additional services, and you became the go-to for financial services, period, right? And that positions you and it gives you an opportunity to be that person, that trusted advisor for your customers and build that long-term relationship. And ultimately for you, you're going to be able to maximize that revenue. So now it's not so much about how much money I make on the initial sale. Now it's not about, oh, I got to just close this person and get them in. Now it's about building that long-term relationship, because this is a person that you'll be able to continue to add value and will continue to do business with you. And the 4th goal of the credit challenge is to build a referral engine. This is how you're going to exponentially grow your sales fast. I will tell you that in everybody's business, you get to a point, we call it the tipping point, where you have enough business, enough customers that are on your service that love what you do, that through natural word of mouth, those customers tell their friends and family, right? So it creates because if, for instance, just like in the gym and in the fitness space, the 6-week challenge that we used to do all the time for clients, in 6 weeks, someone would lose, 10 pounds or whatever it was. They would post pictures on their social media and say, man, I completed my challenge. Here's my results. And then all their friends on social media would see that and say, hey, how do I get involved in that? And, oh, you know what? I joined XYZ gym over here and they helped me do it. And it would create a natural virality with the marketing. So same thing. There's no better testimonial than someone's results with their credit report, right? So if we're able to get a lot of customers on the front end, if we're able to get you hundreds of customers, imagine if you had a referral engine, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Imagine if you had a system, a referral engine that would take all your customers and empower them to go and refer 3, 4, 5 other customers right away. See, in addition to what you're doing already with the marketing and the advertising and the organic and the email lists and the newsletters and the going, to the door-to-door, whatever it is you do to get business, Imagine having 100 customers refer you 3 customers the next month. That's 300 customers. And then they refer you another 3 customers. Boom, that's 900 customers. And that is a possibility if you have it set up correctly. Okay, so why do challenges work, right? And from what we can tell you, this is the basic, I guess, 4 reasons why it's the psychology of the challenge, why it works and why we believe it's something that we're going to be doing and incorporating with some of you guys. Number 1, people, meaning prospects, like to try new things. Keyword is try. Anybody will try anything, right? They don't want to change anything or switch anything, but they'll be willing to try something. And for a lot of people, and we've been doing this long enough to know, one of the big objections prospects have is, I already tried doing credit repair with another company. I already tried getting my credit fixed with Lexington Law. How are you any different? Well, when we position the marketing and the offer in a sense where it's called the challenge, and the whole purpose of this challenge is to do X, Y, Z, this is something they've never tried. I can tell you, everyone's tried a credit repair service, but most people have not tried a credit repair challenge. So it's something different and unique. Number 2, people can commit if they know it's temporary. Meaning if we tell them, hey, it's a 6-month program to get this challenge completed, transformation, here's what's gonna happen, right? Can you commit for 6 months? If you knew it could change your life, would you be willing to commit for 6 months? And that's what we're gonna sell people on. See, we're not asking for 1 year. We're not putting them on, oh, it's gonna take you 2 years or 3 years. It's a small, short-term commitment, right? So that's the second reason why people can commit if they know it's temporary. Number 3, people want to be part of something bigger than themselves. Because although the challenge is for that individual to get results, we're not packaging it that it's just for you and you're doing this by yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, credit repair service is like, okay, I pay someone, they fix my credit, boom, done. But believe it or not, especially now, during COVID-19, during this time that we're in, people are craving community. They're craving socialization. So we want to be able to give that to them, and through the challenge you can, because they will be part of a group challenge where it's not just them, they're in a group setting with a group of people all going through this process together. And the 4th big reason why is people want simple and fast solutions. They want to know, hey, you're telling me all I got to do is just one thing, and if I do this one thing, I can get my result, right? It's pretty much like that quick pill solution. Yeah, if you join the challenge, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be able to get the results you're looking for, blah, 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 blah. A lot of times we'll talk with our clients and they'll say, yeah, can you guarantee results? And they're like, no, we can't guarantee results, because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that. And the reality is you can't guarantee results. Why? Because you can't control what you can't control what your customers are going to do. You can't control if they're going to go open up new credit cards or they're going to go apply for loans. You can't control if they are going to be disciplined enough with their finances to make sure the work you're doing to repair their credit is not going to get undone. You can't control that, right? But at the end of the day, if we tell them, hey, this is the program, you stick with it, you follow through, you're doing this in a community, it's only for 6 months, okay, I'm willing to follow through, right? And that's what it comes down to. So what I want to do is kind of just show you the example of the credit challenge and what it can look like for your business. And we're going to actually throw some numbers. And these are just hypotheticals. I have to preface it that these are hypotheticals. These are not guarantees. This is not like, oh yeah, you do this challenge, you're gonna, make all this money. Like, that's not what this is. This is a hypothetical to give you guys an example of how we look at the game, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here real quick. I could just find my Zoom link here. Where in the heck? Okay, here we go. Okay. So try to bear with me. I myself am not I'm not a spreadsheet kind of guy. So I know I can get lost in this, and I'm sure some of you guys can too. But hey, John, can you see my screen okay?
Yep, I can see your screen. Little smaller than before, but I can still see it, sir.
Smaller than before, huh? How about now?
There we go. That's better.
Okay. All right. So first thing I want you guys to look at is the month. Okay, we got month here, and you'll see in red August, October, January. Because what we're going to do, the actual game plan and strategy is that it's not a 1 month thing. And I want you to understand that. It's never going to be just a 1 month thing that solves all your problems in business. It is part of a bigger equation, a bigger strategy. Just like I'm sure Apple already knows what discount and promotion they're going to run for Christmas. They already know. They already know what they're going to do in 2022, in 2023. So here at the agency, we're looking at what are the promotions and offers we're going to run in November of this year? What are we doing for Black Friday, Cyber Monday? What are we doing for December? That's how I want you guys to start looking at your marketing and your business, right? So the way it's going to work is August, obviously this month, is going to be a challenge month. We're going to build a specific type of advertising campaign, specific type of marketing funnel to support this. And one thing that needs to happen with this, guys, and this is where, like I said, it's up to you if you want to do this. You know, you don't have to do this. But one thing I'm going to encourage you to do for 1 month only is to discount your enrollment fee as much as possible. Because the goal of a challenge is to get an influx of as many customers as possible. Because the goal is monthly recurring revenue. The goal is to maximize the lifetime of that customer from 3 to 4 months, from 4 to 6 months. The goal is to upsell, cross-sell your customers on other services. So it's not about the enrollment fee, it's about the monthly recurring revenue, and most importantly, locking them into a 6-month mindset to complete this program. So the way it works, as an example, and again, this is just a hypothetical, right? A $99 enrollment fee, and obviously a monthly recurring revenue fee of $99. So you're the standard $99 a month for the service, right? For 6 months. So in August, we run a challenge. And based on the volume of leads, let's say you get a few hundred leads, right? Let's say you're able to acquire 100 customers in a month, right? 100 customers in a month, you would be making on that $99, $9,900. Okay, cool. That's month one. You have no recurring revenue from customers yet because these are all month one customers. So all you got so far is the enrollments, the membership fee on the front end, right? Of the $99. Now going into September, we're killing the challenge. It's done. So the only time people can enroll in the challenge is from August 1st to the end of August. That's it. So there's a start date and end date. So people will be incentivized to get involved and enroll because it ends. It closes, the doors close, right? The next thing we're going to do going into September is we're going to go ahead and go back to our normal price, whatever the prices are for you. Now, you guys know we have some people charge $288, some charge $188, some charge $388, whatever your normal price is. We're going to go back to the normal price for September. And we're going to then, what we're going to do is also run a promotion, the Labor Day promotion, but we're not really taking a discount off this. It's going to be the standard price. But in the advertising, we're going to leverage the Labor Day hook in all the advertising. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to also retarget all the leads that came in August that did not sign up for the challenge. They did not close during August, so we'll retarget them in September with a Labor Day promotion hook to get them in. Now, obviously, you're going to close less sales. Now, you might be asking why. Well, if you charge more money, the more money you charge, the less people are going to buy. It is what it is, right? So we can expect if you're going to increase your pricing, you're going to probably close less than 100 customers. So let's just use 30 as an example, right? You close 30 customers in a month at a rate of $188. So you make $5,640 on the front end. But don't forget, you have 100 customers from the first month of August paying you $99. So now you have a $9,900 in monthly recurring revenue in the month of September, plus $5,640 in upfront enrollment. So you made $15,540 in September. Then we're going to run another challenge in October. So this will be our second challenge. And by then, we should have a pretty awesome system in place with this and a lot of leads and all that good stuff. But let's just say we go ahead and get you another 100 customers. So now you've gotten another enrollment, 9,900. You now have a total of 130 customers from the 100 in August to 30 in September on the recurring. So you made $12,870 monthly recurring. So now you're $2,270, $22,770 in total revenue for October. And then November, we're going to run our Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal. And again, we're changing up the language in the advertising. There'll be a deadline because obviously Cyber Monday ends on Cyber Monday, right? So we're going to be leveraging this to retarget all the past people to get them to close, giving them a scarcity, urgency reason why they got to take action right away. And let's just say we only close another 30 sales, but usually we'll probably close more, but let's just say 30 sales during the holiday push like this, that's fine. Okay, now you're looking at 260 customers on MRR, so you've generated a total of $31,380. So far, if we just add up the first 3 months, in terms of revenue, the first 3 months, that's like $48,210. Right? And then the goal is to keep people locked in for 6 months because it's a 6-month program. Now, one quick tip I want to tell you guys, November, December, you notice we're not doing any challenges. And there's a few reasons why we don't want to do challenges during November, December. Because number one, people are distracted. People are distracted with holidays, vacation. Obviously, you probably can't go on vacation now, but the reality is people are distracted. That's the biggest reason why we don't want to put our we don't want to run an aggressive promotion or challenge. The other reason why is because you're competing with the biggest companies in the world during these holiday seasons. Like while you're spending $50 a day, some other big company is going to be spending $5,000 a day. And so in terms of, you might be saying to yourself, so what does that mean? I'm going to like not get leads. So you're going to get leads. You're going to get a lot of deals and all that. But at the end of the day, what we have to realize, this is a season where we want to nurture the leads. We want to be in front of people. But we have to understand that it's not going to be as an aggressive scaling season, November, December, like it would be for if you're selling t-shirts. You're not in the t-shirt business, right? You're in the credit repair space. So we have to understand how the seasons affect sales cycles. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to close a lot of sales. I'm just saying in terms of strategy, we don't want to burn our strategy November, December when you're competing with the biggest brands out there. And I'm talking all brands, not just in credit repair. I'm talking like all major companies are dumping a lot of money on the platform. So you don't want to be overshadowed by that. And number two, you don't want to be dealing with people while they're distracted. You know, no one's really thinking about changing their life in November, December, right? So anyhow, and I could be wrong, you know, whatever, but it's just from what we see and all the time that we've been doing this, you know, whenever it comes time for holiday season. Okay, now December, we're going to do another holiday promotion, focusing on the holidays, obviously, and you can still keep your standard price, nothing special. It's just the language that we're going to use that makes it special. So at that point, you know, you've got people already coming to the point where you'll get 290 customers on monthly recurring revenue, and then the big boom, right? January. January is when everybody is all about investing in themselves. New year, new me, right? And we want to be aggressive with this. But this is where it gets crazy, guys, because by the time we get to like October, November, December, you're going to have your referral engine already kicking in. So I'm just showing you examples kind of like just based on leads and then sales from those leads that I said. This is not even taking in consideration the referral engine. Because as you start getting people results, as they start experiencing the value of the community, these 100 customers, 130 customers, 260 customers, they're going to start telling their friends and family. When they're around their friends and family during the holidays, this is when we want to push the referral engine, right? Let your customers be your best advertisers, right? This is when you leverage their markets. When they're with family and friends celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas, this is when these conversations occur, right? And we'll talk about the strategy that ties all this in a minute. So by the time January comes, man, you got 320 customers that have come into your program. You've generated, it looks like, I don't even know here, let's just add this up, about $150,000 in revenue so far. But most importantly, you've got a customer base of over 300 clients that have the potential to refer you more business, right? More business. And we're not even talking about what happens if you upsell these people on additional services. What happens if you happen to recommend them to maybe a real estate broker or whoever that can help them get into a mortgage? What happens if you introduce them to, hey, maybe they want to start their own credit repair business, and then you introduce them to maybe one of the programs you have? Like, what happens? Like, we're not even talking about the second, third, fourth, fifth dimension of revenue you can create. All I'm showing you is the first dimension, which is lead and then sale. But if we understand big picture, that it's not just about that first sale, but it's about continuous sales, this is where the magic happens, guys. Okay, so this is the concept. It's basically the next 6 months. This is what we're looking at, and we'll be implementing this. And if it's something you want to do, you want to give it a shot, cool. Just let us know. You can message us in Slack. You can send John an email at John at the Famous Group. Because what we're going to do is we're going to help build all this stuff out for you guys so we can get this thing launched by Monday. So that's that. Now let me go back to the PowerPoint. Let's get back into the PowerPoint. Can you guys see my PowerPoint? John, are you able to see my PowerPoint?
Oh, certainly, sir. And then I know we're going to still be advertising on Facebook during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but we're still going to do, also, we already have generated a ton of leads, so we're going to reach them out by email and text message as well as non-paid promotions.
Exactly. So part of what's happening, guys, is we're building up this massive lead list. And some people, I mean, we talked about this, I think, a couple weeks ago. you're going to have about 3% of people who are ready to buy now. And then you've got like another like 15 to 25% of people who are going to be buying later. So as we are running all these promotions and offers, think of Susie B, who saw the challenge in August and missed out. But we're hitting her with emails and text messages. Okay, we have a September Labor Day promotion. Boom, we hit her with that. She still doesn't sign up, but then she sees the ad on Facebook about the testimonials and the successes that we were creating within the challenge. And then she, obviously we have the Labor Day promotion so she can take advantage of that. She still doesn't do it, boom, and then we hit her again with October. So eventually what's happening is we're just hitting her so many times. By the time by the time Thanksgiving comes around, we're like her best friend. You know what I mean? She's seen our ads and seen our information, and probably more than she's seen her own family, And that's the value. Our approach is multi-channel. And one thing we're going to do for pro clients, which we're not going to talk about today, is we're going to implement a strategy that we utilize for just a handful of our clients. And that is leveraging some of the automations that can take place within messenger bots and chat bots. We actually have an extensive library of messenger bot flows and automations that we utilize. But we're going to we're going to incorporate that in terms of like how we're able to really maximize sales and lead flow and all that. And we'll probably be implementing that within the next like 30, 60 days. But anyhow, let me go into what's required to actually make this happen. So number one, marketing assets. So we're going to be doing a complete revamp of all the advertising for people who are doing this challenge for the month of August, right? So in August, we're going to be launching new images, new videos. We have to rebuild or build out a brand new funnel to support the challenge. So it's going to be different language, different hooks, different hero video. One thing that we are doing is we're getting a generic hero video created internally. So if you want to use our hero video, you could, or if you want to make your own, that's fine as well. And you can just shoot the video, send it to us, and we'll edit it for you guys. If you're a growth client or pro client, that's part of your package. You get access to video editing and graphics and all that. We'll be updating and developing email and SMS flows plus campaigns to support the challenge. So one thing we're going to be doing is actually blasting all the old leads in your scale system that haven't taken action. So we're going to hit them with the challenge and re-engage all those dead leads. And then what needs to also take place is the price structure. So what will be your offer for the challenge to really get people to remove that barrier? That's really what it is. Remove the resistance to get them to say yes, right? The next thing is we need you guys to create a Facebook group. And that Facebook group is a tool. This is going to be the tool that you're going to use to really build and indoctrinate your customers. This is where your communication can happen and create that community. I'm going to encourage you within that Facebook group that you're going to be doing videos, dropping videos, educational videos. So I want you to think about what type of value-based videos can you put in place so the community can get fed, right? I'm going to encourage you to do live streams at least once a week. So get in there and educate them on finance. Don't just talk about credit repair. Remember, credit is just one aspect of what you do, right? So talk about other things. Talk about how, credit can affect getting a job. Talk about how having a better job can affect your family life. And talk about how your family life can ultimately be a key motivation as to why someone needs to get their credit fixed. So there's so many different angles you can take on what you can do to go live stream. But this is going to allow you to really build a connection with your community. Use the Facebook group for upsells. So I know, for instance, if you're part of the FVS family, you guys have like a lot of different services you can offer people, but also the ability for people to start their own credit business. So what we recommend you do, obviously, and here's the thing, like we already know some of the players in FVS, they've got this down to a science. I'm preaching to the choir right now. But I will tell you that a lot of times people get into the group, they're not ready to sign up yet in the service. They just, they went through the funnel, they saw the ads, they just weren't ready to pull the trigger. But because they were in the group and they started seeing testimonials and seeing all the content, it was a natural next step for them to sign up, right? And ultimately, it's within that Facebook group that you can promote additional services. You can introduce new ideas and new products within that Facebook group. And then recognition, that's probably one of the biggest things, right? You want to celebrate the successes of your customers where everyone can see, because it creates social proof. Some people have to see it to believe it. So when you're in that group, and it is going to be some work, right? It's going to be some work for you to put all this stuff in place. But I guarantee you by doing this, and if you're doing this for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months down the line, you could be like some of our clients that have over 100,000 people in their Facebook group. Their Facebook group alone helps them generate multiple 6 and 7 figures. So that's eventually what will happen, and that's where you can scale to. It becomes your community of customers, followers, prospects, leads. And what ends up happening is your customers will end up selling the visitors or the people who are in your group who haven't signed up yet. Your customers will become your best salespeople naturally by default within that Facebook group. So that's the second thing you need everyone to do, is set up a private Facebook group, which of course will be free. People don't have to pay them. They don't actually have to become a customer to be part of the Facebook group, but it's private, it's exclusive, and obviously it's a powerful tool. And then the third thing is a referral engine. This is going to be the X factor that makes everything explode for you. And that referral engine is going to consist of a referral funnel. So where your customers can refer people through the funnel, right? And here's the thing, like, it can't be a manual task where they got to send you the referral and then you got to follow up. That's like way too much work. So we're going to build out a funnel for you that you can give to all your customers, right? And all your customers have to do is simply share that link. And they share that link, and they'll be able to get credit for whatever referral they give you, they send your way. And in essence, what happens, you just decide what your commission structure will be for your referrals. So maybe it's 5%, 20%, whatever it is. But by having a referral engine in place, this is going to allow you to turn your customers into an army of salespeople. And therefore, one customer becomes 3 customers, becomes 9 customers, becomes 27 customers. And that's how you can create exponential growth very, very fast. And so to sum it all up, guys, we call scaling through the seasons, right? Scale through the seasons. We want to help you guys understand how all this works together. So we're going to do the challenge. This challenge, the first wave of challenge, I should say, is going to be happening probably within a week. We're going to be doing a kickoff. We're getting all the assets in place over the next couple of days. And the intention is, hey, we want to help you get as many customers as possible. Is it going to be 100 customers? I don't know. Maybe it's going to be 20 customers or 30 customers. It doesn't really matter, because it's going to be tied to how much you spend on ads. If you're only spending $10 a day, don't expect that you're going to get 100 customers with that in 1 month. It's all relative to your ad spend, right? So based on whatever your budget is, that's where you're going to kind of like use that as a measuring stick as to what you can kind of expect in terms of sales. The other thing is going to have a major impact is your cost. What you're going to charge people on the front end is going to have a major effect. I think we have a client right now who, John, correct me if I'm wrong. One of the clients, Philly. I'm just going to say that. I don't.
Yep.
How many clients did he close in the last 3 months?
Let me pull up the exact data. I know it's a ton, actually. But he does a lot by the referrals and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's a blend. It's not just ads. It's organic. It's referrals. It's everything in one. But at the end of the day, we're tracking everything here. We're seeing everything that's happening. And
822.
How many?
822.
So 822 clients.
And he has a large. They have a large Facebook group as well. So, and that's the importance of the Facebook group, because they send it, hey, check out our Facebook group, free to join in, check out our proof of work, see our testimonials, and then they come back like, okay, let's join in.
Yep. And his price point is quite low.
Yep, super low.
So his is very low, and his is actually a monthly recurring as well, correct?
Correct.
So what we're saying is we're not telling,
and then 150.
How much?
Or 150. It's either $49.99 or $115. They got a couple different price points.
Yep. So, and that's right. So you'll have, like, during the challenge is when you can do like a crazy discount to get a lot of people in the mix. Because once you get them in your ecosystem, that's where the money's at. The money's not on the enrollment fee. The money is on getting that. The money is on what you can do in 4 months, 5 months, 6 months with that person. The money is in that customer referring you their friends and family. The money is in that person, doing more business with you. That's what it's about. And I think this client has really figured that out. That's probably why he's one of the most successful credit repair agencies that we've worked with, I would say. Would you agree with that, John?
Oh, certainly. Well,
he really understands that. And so at the end of the day, guys, this is what it looks like. We do the August challenge and we crank that up. We build up that momentum. And then we run the September promotion. And then we're going to go ahead and do another challenge in October, crank that momentum. Boom, come November, December, we're going to maintain the momentum, running offers for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, and all that. And then we're building up all that lead list. You're building your Facebook group. You're building your referral engine. So come January, it's an explosion. An explosion. So this is what the next 6 months should look like. And it all begins based on what we're going to be doing in the next few days. So I just wanted to share that with everybody here. If it's something you are interested in doing and implementing, you can message us on Slack. You can send John an email. Hey, John, I'm done for now. Did you want to share anything or talk about anything? I know you had some things you wanted to mention.
Yeah, I can share the referral program, kind of how the flow and everything works so people understand it a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. For sure. Let me give you sharing. I think you can. Okay, you're the host now. You can share.
Oh, I control everything now.
That's it. The master.
All right, so this is the referral. Obviously, you guys have seen the scale system and everything like that. So what the referral program is, it is literally individuals who are going to come in here and they're going to be labeled with the tag referral. So let me actually pull up a real live example of that for you. So this is another little test account that I have. So as you can see here, Jonathan Enders, you'll see new lead, credit lead, and referral. So you'll be able to filter people out within Contact Smart List by individuals. When they go through the funnel, they'll have the tag referral. And then also you can see who referred them by coming to additional info. And right here, who referred you, they'll have to enter a name. It is required. So they will say, hey, this is the person who referred me. So that way you can make a note within that individual within your system saying, okay, you know, Max Knowles referred Jonathan Enders to, you know, sign up for my program. I'm gonna give him that 5% off or that 15%, $15 off their next monthly management fee. And just giving a little bit will create an incentive for individuals to be like, all right, I'm gonna try to get everyone out there to sign up with Launch Program Demo from Sunny Isles in Florida, because they help me get that buying power that I always desired. So I can finally buy a new car. I don't have to take the public transit anymore. An hour to work, hour back from work. I'm only driving a half hour, saving myself an hour each day, because you're really leveraging the time that the people are going to be saving by getting that purchasing power. So the referral program, and it's also very simple compared to the other ones. So hold on one second. I'm pausing my screen as I pull everything up. And right here is the landing page. It is the same landing page that we know have been successful in the past, where, you know, when I launched many of you guys and showed you guys all the landing pages, it's not going to be anything custom. It's just going to be a very basic standard one. But the big difference is when people click on it, you're going to be able to see the individuals who referred, and then also the person's tag will have the referral tag on there. So you can filter them out within Contacts and Smart Lists. It's pretty basic, but like Max was saying, it's just generating leads, generating yourself money from individuals who I've already purchased and getting them out there. It's a very simple way to generate money and a monthly recurring to increase your lifetime value of each and every prospect that you have. And this link here, they'll have a link right here. I'll show the campaign itself. It'll be really simple, where individuals literally just have to go and say, send this link. This link will be populated, and they just got to send that link to their friends and family, anyone who referred, anyone who they think may need credit repair services, send that link, and they'll apply to this website, this landing page, and it'll be right into your system. So if you guys do want to utilize this and take advantage of this, you know, very simple way to generate a lot of easy money, all you have to do is let me know. But realize it may take a few days to actually go and get things, you know, implemented, everything properly. And then it'll be based on you guys to actually come in here and edit the contact's name. Your promotion price is right here. So for every referral you give us, we'll give you 5% off your next payment, up to 20%. Or whatever it is. And that's something you'll have to adjust and you'll have to go and keep track of, but everything's set up in place to funnel them into your scale system so you can easily manage all of your leads. And that's pretty much everything I wanted to kind of show Max, is show how the whole referral program would work. I think I we got it covered. Does anyone have any questions about anything? Just feel free to drop it in the chat box or in the Q&A, anything like that. We still got a few minutes left in here.
All right. Well, good deal. I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording here. Oh, stop recording. Oh, I guess it already stopped. That's so weird.
Oh no, I have the recording.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I'll stop the recording.
Good deal. All right, guys. Well, hey, we're gonna wrap it up.